Hello and welcome. This is Kristen from the Online Selling Show, and today is September 12th, and I am off for a private appointment only estate sale. I'll tell you a little bit more as we get on the road. So I'm on my way to this estate sale that I've referenced a few times now in prior videos. This is the one that is a appointment only one, and the reason for that is the house is on a very busy road and there is only parking available in the driveway, and the driveway will only accommodate 2 cars. So I am in the second time slot. She's been very adamant you only get 45 minutes for shopping, that if you're late, the time comes off of your shopping. So it seems to be that she's giving people, like she's doing them in an hour slot. So I guess she's doing that to avoid any overlap. So for me, I left the house about an hour and 15 minutes ahead of time. It's about a half-hour drive. I did that to give myself the time to make sure I could get past the house, know where it is. I'd like to get there about 5 minutes early because I'm looking to make sure that when my time slot starts, I'm in the house. I'm not getting stuff out of my car, like the bags, or finding, my wallet and things like that. So one of the things in preparing for this, I don't have to prepare like I've done for other estate sales with the references I've made about studying pictures and stuff, because I feel like I can go pretty methodically through the house. There's only going to be one, depending how many people they're bringing in the car, it could be up to maybe 2 or 3 other people. So I made a list. I don't want to spend my time looking things up that I could have already done at home. So I did do a pretty thorough search of the pictures and looking things up for pricing. I do have a little notebook in my pocketbook with those things written down and what they would sell for on eBay. Again, I'm hoping that her prices are going to be pretty reasonable because she can't get the volume in that she could at other estate sales where she could advertise to the general masses. This one, she's going to have a very limited amount of people she can get through. She is doing it for 2 days, but again, I think it's only from like 10 to 3 or something. So you're looking at maybe 20 groups of people that she's going to get through. So, that's quite different than what she probably does at some of her other ones where she gets hundreds of people through. So I will report back once we get there. All right, guys, it is actually 6 minutes up. It'll be turning in a second. I parked a little community center around the corner, and this house was not what I expected. This is actually one of the houses that I used to work around the corner from this place. It is on the Morgantown Lake. And it is a beautiful house. There is the lake. And I don't know if I think this was rebuilt. I don't think it was a new construction. But she could definitely fit more than 2 cars in this driveway. I guess she's trying to be on the conservative side. But it is a beautiful house. To give you an idea, this is my little notebook list. Sorry, here's my notebook list of things that I have written down. So I can only imagine what the house inside is going to be like, because like I said, from what I can remember, the outside is beautiful. So they're next to a house. Rumor was that the house that got built, I believe it's right next door, was a chemist that designed the Gas X medicine. So as you can see, there is absolutely no shoulder. My only problem is coming from it from this way, you don't kind of see it until afterwards. You can see a lot of these houses put up these trees and shrubs and stuff to give them some privacy. And I believe the house is up where that truck is, right, or that bus is right now. So yeah, there is no room for additional parking. Sorry that this is going to take longer than I expected. I believe this is her right here on the right with the white. Yes, that's the house, and I'm just trying to wait so I can get into the yard. So here we go. I guess yeah, this was an add-on. And I don't know where, oh, she's directing me over here. So she's got stuff outside, and here we go. So apparently the parking is some, oh, some more fabrics. Hi, how are you?
I'm great, how are you?
Good. Oh my, you're gonna have stuff all over, I guess, huh?
Downstairs, garage, and there's an extension.
Can I just leave my bag somewhere then and just...
Here, I'll put them right over here.
All right, thank you, because I'm thinking...
Do you want to shop with one so you can put stuff in the bag while you're shopping?
You know what, yeah, let me take a bag, and then if I could just leave so I'm not...
Oh, I'm not really sure I want to watch your purse.
Oh, that's fine then, all right.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, I hear you, I didn't think about it in that regard, but yeah. How is she pricing ornaments?
The ornaments are $2 each.
Really?
There's a whole Christmas room in
Okay, now I want these. I want these. Thank you. Ooh, I didn't realize that one was like that. And that's probably all that. Thank you.
Upstairs, everywhere. Yeah. Garage is up, you're going up, okay. All right, you're 45 stores now. Nice property here in the water, huh? Yeah, if they took some of that out of there. Yeah. You count.
I just want to make sure she's done.
Thank you. Oh.
Here.
Did you still have the tinsel tree by any chance?
Yes.
Yeah, it's in the other, there's Christmas in the other
Oh,
room.
is there? What were you asking for that?
I don't think it's a really old pencil tree. Let me just write this down.
All right.
It's,
I wanted it for me for those.
if you go up the stairs here, it's in that straight ahead in that.
Oh, worry. So you got stuff all over.
Yep.
But that room has the majority of Christmas.
Okay. That's interesting. I never saw anything like that. I don't know for 60 though. I need a new keypad, but I don't think I'm paying $8. I don't know what the cookie shears were. You sell them. 50. Yeah, that's good because I don't see a price on him. My competitor went straight upstairs, so I don't know what is upstairs that she's right away. Looked like it was only one. Beautiful quilt. Just want to quickly get in. I am after the, oh, that's a pretty bell. I'm after the Lennox. I may look at that bath set. Some very old. Yeah, this was a renovated house. So this is the Christmas room. I guess that's a tree skirt. Where is the nativity? I don't see it. Damn it. I'm gonna have to ask her. I don't see the Charity League pins that I wanted for myself. So let me go see if I can find her. I need pricing on this. So far, I don't see anything specific other than the shiny bright that I came for. These are nice, but I've had that stuff like come off. I did not go through specific to these. She is doing $6, which was cheaper than she did at the other state sale. So I may do some of them in a bundle. But I'm on the hunt for the nativity. So let me go see if I can find out that. I am thinking I'm going to grab that. It's $2. That's not bad. But let me go find out what the nativity was, because that's the big ticket item I was looking for. It's an interesting piece. So this was Mackenzie Child, which I'm not sure how I feel about. Beautiful kitchen. Right, I am going to ask her now because I don't want to miss that. That is a beautiful picture.
There's always, I've got to get back into that size. I have a couple of them in my closet. I haven't changed my sizing yet since I've been pregnant.
Can you tell me, did anybody get the nativity?
Which nativity?
There was a Lennox nativity?
It's upstairs in the closet. Now, it's actually on the, right at the top of the steps.
Oh, okay.
They're still in boxes.
Okay.
And it's on one of the trunks.
All right.
There is one piece there that's a snowman that's sitting on to the left that's not part of the nativity.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be.
It's priced separately because most people are just looking to fill their.
Okay. The pieces that were most desirable are not here.
I know, it's, in some, sometimes I can't understand why the
All right, let me look up upstairs. Found a Carhartt coat so far in here. I'm trying to see pricing.
right. Oh yeah, we, a couple like, there's a bunch of Hummels downstairs and yeah, they're just not.
How much are coats? I don't see that listed.
This is a stike, isn't it?
I said I see her list, but I don't see.
I think that.
That's a possibility. Okay. Oh, okay. And I think money's gonna be better spent. This is an extra large card. And So for like 100, we'll keep that as a possibility, but I don't know that this is something I'm willing to do right now. And I'm fighting to get it back on the hanger. Joshua Murphy. These are probably worthwhile, but I don't know much about those. The time has been spent on other stuff. I gotta go find my list. I left that downstairs. I thought this was just her closet. This is the bedroom too? Okay. I was like, wow, this one's got quite the... It does, the house. I knew they built on, but I don't even know if is this the master? I think you need 45 minutes just to walk the house, my lord. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to... He's $10. I know he's sold for... Oh, but he looks like he's handmade almost. He's sold for, I think 40 to 50, but you know what? It's gonna be a pain in the ass to ship. I think my money's better spent for other things. This looks like a phone booth. So yeah, I prepared myself, and then I left my list downstairs. There's an office. I should ask her where the Charity League pins are. Here's some of the Christmas. I do think some of these smokers are all for 20. These are one of the items I wanted. So we want those. And she's I don't know how much they want for her. She is a $20. These ones sell for quite a bit. I just sold one of these for $80. That was a Christmas one and was not as big as this. Trying to fit her in my bag is not easy. The cookie jar is great, but I don't think it sells for much. I don't see a price. Well, he's 22, and there was not one. Oh, one of the pieces came off. Or no, he's tied. I guess he's supposed to be loose. He is nice. This one has the box, though. I don't know what age. So I think I'm going to be a little more selective on the, oh, these are cute. These are, I don't know what the brand is either on that. These I wanted. I have not seen them before. I know I'm all over the place. I'm just like a kid in a candy store right now with all this stuff. So, she's one that I know is cash only, so I'm trying to shove her in my bag. As you can tell, it's not working. I'm really surprised these are only $8.50. I don't know how much she's going to charge for those. I think I'm going to take those and him. And I think I'll leave the other one. I mean, I'm sure it's worth it with the box, but there is some more goodies up here. That is a really cute one. It's much bigger than I expected it to be. Oh, here's the list. Is it this house? Is it only got 2 bedrooms? Or no, there's the one downstairs. So I guess this is another bedroom up here. The lake is out over there. So I think I'm going to go back downstairs to the Christmas room. I have to keep an eye on my time. This is Ralph Lauren luggage. She doesn't have a price on this. It is definitely, I'm going to ask about the Ralph Lauren luggage. She's got some beautiful clothes. If I was more... So I'm gonna close this off now so I can get downstairs safely. I need to ask about a couple things. Oh my God, she's got beautiful, beautiful sweaters. But I think her price on sweaters, I don't know, is this a whole outfit? I guess that's leggings that go with it. If I knew clothing better, this would be phenomenal. Let me see what her sweater prices were, because that is a beautiful, beautiful sweater. Of course, the sweaters are on the other list, on the other side. These people had clothes for days. The table is beautiful.
It is missing a piece or two.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
How much is this luggage set that's up here?
And what was that? The Ralph Lauren?
Yeah.
$50 for the whole set.
I'll consider that when I'm gonna go back to the Christmas room.
You need help getting it down?
I want to get back to the Christmas room. I want to see what's in there
Okay.
because I only brought so much cash with me again this time. There's some gorgeous clothes, but it's like there's just not enough time to go through everything. Did you add up what I had in there already? With the ornaments and all that?
The ornaments are what, 72?
Yeah, there were
Okay.
36. You got Witchy Poo.
Yeah.
You know, she was really good friends with Tiny the Moose. They're very,
Oh, really? You want? Yeah. You don't want to separate that friendship?
yeah, you see what you're gonna do?
What a shame. Somehow I did miss the tree though. Where did I? So this house goes on, and here's my notebook. Right on the where I dropped it. So we went through the nativity. I gotta ask about the Charity League pins. I got my gnome candle. The smokers I looked at. Codes I'm giving up. The Pyrex I did not see. So pretty much we've gone through. I think I'm gonna get a couple of these to put together in a lot. And oh, this is the tinsel tree. Okay. It's much smaller than I expected. Okay. Oh, this. She's charging $2 for loose ornaments, and these are Patience Brewster. Yeah, these are the ones that sell for about $20. So we want to see if there is any more around now that I have seen that there's two. So we're taking those. Like I said, I think I'm gonna do some lots. I think these are cute for making a lot. So if I can do 4 of those, that'll be a cute lot. Do some trick-or-treaters together. Do a couple Valentine together, and I think like I'm gonna pay $18 for this. I bet you I can probably get at least $60. Oh, what are these? Boxed mini Santa ornaments. I don't know where they came from. They're adorable. She's saying $4 a piece. Those are adorable. I wonder if that's Debbie Mom. Lennox, 12 Days of Christmas for $40. I'd have to go through those. So this is where I want to spend some of my time right now. So I'm gonna I need my hands free. I want to do some digging in these tubs down here and see that I don't miss anything, and then I'll be back. So I just found these dolls called Little Souls, and I happen to know from another video that they can do pretty decent, but I don't have pricing. She's looks like to me being handmade. So I want to dig through this. Here's a very primitive. This does not ring a bell. So this is why sometimes you have to dig through these things. This is, I'm in an area with a lot of Amish people not far away. And the Amish make a lot of these kind of primitive dolls that you do have to look at that have tags but don't have like the national recognition. So I think the only one I want out of here is this Little Souls doll. I need to ask about pricing her. She is adorable. Oh my god. I have jeans on today and that was a mistake. Because I'm just
Getting that pencil tree out.
No, I thought it was bigger. I thought it was more like a 6-foot tree.
You take the pictures and you think they're
I know, and it
hard
looks...
to get the angle right.
I did want to know how much the doll was, because I didn't see any pricing on
I'll
that.
give you the price on the doll.
All right.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Oh, did you get all the Anna-Lee's?
I got quite a few.
Yeah, and oh, Anna-Lee Halloween. You never see that.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't shop it very frequently, but yeah, I'm actually kind of wrapping up in here, which for me, I love Christmas, so I kind of thought it would be...
Well, these are cute. They're not vintage.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't have to be necessarily vintage. Look at this big old roll of wrapping paper. My lord. It came from a
Did you see these?
department store. Are they old window frames or something? That's cool. Oh my god, that thing is huge though. Yeah, I think I'm pretty well good in here. I didn't see the pillows, but... Oh, they got a microwave in here. I'm tempted on that wrapping paper. I think... I should have asked you about the charity league pads. We didn't hit the garage yet. We're gonna leave. Did you have any charity league pens still left?
Now, some of the first guy walking.
Oh man, when I saw your picture, I was like, I thought I had them all, and the Nutcracker was the one. I'm like, oh man. What were you selling them for?
25 each.
Really?
Yeah.
So you got like full retail for them, and that guy bought.
He doesn't resell.
Still.
He buys them for his wife.
Really? You had some good ones though.
Well, yeah. He didn't know exactly. He knew she needed some of them.
Yeah, but you had some of the old ones too. Oh, that's a good look out here, but. I want to do some networking with her while I'm here. Oh, here's more Christmas. They loved purple, apparently. Oh, I want to do some digging in here. Hold on. If you're not familiar, this is the old Lennox boxes. I'm digging around in here. I found a tree topper. It's in here. I'll show you later. I'm down to 15 minutes of selling quite a bit of these Reed & Morton bells, which I didn't really know was a thing until last year. This is the old Lennox boxes for those ornaments, but truthfully, I don't think they're really worth all that much. I was looking for some for me personally, but I think that tree topper is pretty much going to be it. So I'm down to 10 minutes. I'm finding out that those Reed & Morton bells are a pretty decent thing. The ones I have are from the 80s and 90s over here. I can only imagine. So, there's seems to be the older stuff that they weren't necessarily using anymore. So I definitely don't want to waste time looking at senseless stuff. This just seems to be where the better stuff may be. These are all just nothing. That's really cute. This looks like an FTD maybe, and I said I wasn't going to look at anything senseless, and here I am looking at this stuff. There's a handmade piece. These I started looking up. These are vintage, but I couldn't find anything specific. These were selling for like $10 a piece. And I got some old stuff out here. That is probably a really good price. But nothing that I'm really feeling is worth my time. I did want to go back and look through that kitchen one more time, so I think I found what I'm going to find out here. This might be old. What is this? It seemed like they grouped up now. These are Wallace silversmiths. So now, wondering what's in this. It feels kind of empty. Let me see. It was mainly just regular Christmas bells, one color. So I'm going to grab mine, and this is what I'm taking, and I want to take it to the kitchen. I'm going to double check that I did not leave anything behind like I've done in the past. That's going to be great for somebody that wants an old train station. So let's take my goodies and some ribbons and stuff. Let's head out. This is a whole nother room. This is the washer and dryer room. That really looks cute, but the old pal puppies. I don't think that's all the dog toys and stuff. Let's go out to the kitchen. They're adding me up and see what's there. Yeah, that was kind of me, stupid.
Here's little souls.
Souls, dolls.
Was 20? I think I'm gonna skip on her then.
Yeah, let it change. Yeah.
Did you see a bird house? Oh, I need a bird.
So were you ladies happy with what you got?
Yeah.
I thought this was great. Not all that running around of tripping over people, and I wish they did it all this way. Does it look familiar? I donated mine.
Look at the big bird house.
Really thought that was cute. Yeah. But she just, like I said, a lot of this was going to require more research, and I wasn't going to want to spend the time doing it here. There was, and I don't see the mirrors, Mackenzie Child mugs. That may have been worthwhile, but, and I don't see the Pyrex here either. So somebody must have snapped them up in the first round, which is fine. That's not my forte either. Oh no, here they are. $140 for the 4-piece. Being this fabulous, these are probably a good $200 to $300 worth. But again, not my forte. This is the, I think it's like the butter and wheat or something. This is called a Cinderella set when they're all 4 of them like that. These were also selling for a very decent amount of money. This was Stangl, S-T-A-N-G-L. This was selling for like $50 for 4 pieces. But again, I feel like I have enough. I have more than enough out there right now. I looked this up. This was some interesting stuff too. And again, I don't know anything about it. That is Linux. The pastel color over there. The Camp Enamelware is another. That's a good one. I just want to go out because I want to see the land. So, like I said, the lake. This is a little rough out here, so now I got to go in because I think we're getting down to our last minutes. But this property They could clean it up, you'd have dock frontage and everything. Alright, we're gonna walk across here and head out. So, that is a wrap. I spent $260. We'll have to break that down to how I can get myself some profit out of that. Woo, baby, that was a sale. Yeah, so to wrap this up, that house just was quite expansive. That is the house I was thinking of that had been a smaller summer cottage at one point and then became that larger residence that it was. It was where you walked in with the big ornate staircase. There was that main room that had the shiny brights laid out on a couch. I did pick up quite a few of them. The ones that were all purple, I was wondering if they were that Premier, that was that type of vintage one I kind of gave away in the last sale, but they were not. I could tell because they didn't have a cap on them. They just were blown glass with the glass being looped up. The mantle, I was looking at the stuff on it, and unfortunately I didn't show you, but it really wasn't all that much of any interest on there. There was Tiny the moose, the taxidermist moose that was the like mascot that she was trying to sell me at one point in that room. Off of it was the 3-car garage that you saw when I pulled up, and that was the only thing I got out of there was those Regenborn bells, but I decided to not take them when I saw my pricing. But also the boxes were quite water damaged. I don't know, I didn't look at the bells themselves. If there was water damage, I was afraid they may have had pitting and stuff to them. I didn't know a whole lot about the bells, so I decided to forego them when I was starting to get a price or get a total from that yard sale. I was kind of like, not feeling it. The other room that came off of that was, they had some clothes in there and some blankets and stuff, but it was a lot of that dog and washroom was in that area. Quite an expansive wraparound porch that was out there. She had the telescope set up that kind of would have taken you into the kitchen, so I had to kind of go around through the dining room, which is where the piano was set up. There was quite a bit of like the Lennox and all that kind of on the table set up. The piece that I said it was pretty interesting, but I didn't show, unfortunately, was a Lennox candy kind of dish that had a bunch of seashells on the top, and then went into the kitchen where all the tableware and the regular kitchenware stuff was laid out. Went into a breakfast nook area, which had the cookie jar of the woman like death by chocolate. That I was thinking about getting my friend for a Christmas gift, but I already have something for her. And there was quite a bit of stuff in there. I made a comment about the Pyrex dishes. I'll get to that in a minute. And then there was like a pantry of sorts, and then it went over to the hardwood floor section, which was probably the original house, was where that was. And there was the little alcove with like a church pew, it looked like, in it, with some handmade dolls on it. The little tree that I made a comment on that was an interesting piece was made out of like a bunch of pipe cleaners, and it was a really interesting piece, but at $60 I wasn't going to be able to like resell that. Then you got into that room, which was probably the original living room that had all the electronics set up and the loud music was playing. I was looking at Sylvester on top of the bookcase. You went in through a little hallway, which was where I found my list laying on the floor. That took you to what was probably the original 2 bedrooms, and the bathroom was in between it. The first bedroom only had like that bed set up. There wasn't a whole lot more going in that room. There was a few quilts, but nothing like handmade. They were just whatever from the store. The bathroom, I was thinking about getting the bathroom set up. They had like a tissue box cover and the shower curtain and the towels, but really that was kind of just a backup plan if I didn't find anything else. The other room was what we were referring to as the Christmas room. Had the tinsel tree in it, which I was thinking of for myself, but I think really what I'm going to want is one of the vintage pom-pom trees that are like 6 feet tall. They just have a certain mystique to them, and I would have possibly taken the tinsel tree just to resell, but truthfully, I just didn't want to be bothered trying to get it out of there and all during my 45 minutes. And found all the Annalise in there. I was digging around in some of those bottom bins. I found that little Souls doll. Those do seem to sell between $60 and $80. She had the Christmas outfit on, which would have given me more markability for her. But truthfully, I had so much in dollars and cents that I need to manage my money for the rest of this weekend, because I still have that estate sale tomorrow. There's 2 huge community sales on Saturday. The possible one that's like the flea market being held at my grocery store parking lot. I have a lot of other stuff that are also possibilities I could have done. So I said, no, I'm gonna just pass on that one. Then there was the mugs that I thought could be Crate and Barrel. Those I thought had watermarks in it. I've never successfully been able to remove watermarks. I'm just going to tell you. I know there's all these formulas of what you can try for it, and it's just never worked for me. It was like dust on the bottom. I was going to look them up a little bit more, but again, I started realizing that I had a lot of stuff, and what I was keeping was the non-breakable, having to really be bothered with it stuff. And, you know, the Annalee was easy to sell. You know, it was just getting more difficult to justify those types of things. So I'll go through my list and well, let me finish explaining. So then when you went up the ornate stairs to the upstairs, it was a long hallway, a very open hallway with a lot of alcoves into it. The one thing I said looked like a phone booth, had like those doors that you would find almost like on the old, like British phone booths. That was like some kind of a closet. There was another closet. There was like a section where the beautiful sleigh was up there. So there was the one section when I went down, the coats were so tight in there. I mean, even though I'm a big girl, it was tight. Like you couldn't get through those coats. Then you went into what was the master bedroom, and there was a huge walk-in closet to your right, a huge walk-in closet to your left. There seemed to be a little area of like maybe for you to dress in. There was the bathroom again to your left, and then it kind of wound down to where the bed was, and there was a lot more stuff in there. Beautiful clothes. If I had more time, I probably may have gone through all that stuff, but I would have needed a lot more time to look stuff up and things, and I don't have that knowledge base of clothing like I do for other stuff. So I opted to not really focus on the clothes. That's why I put the Carhartt men's jacket back. They wanted $25 or something like that, $25 for it. And I don't know that well enough, and I felt my $20 or $25 was better spent in the stuff I did know. So I did go up there for the Lennox Nativity. Those were right at the top of the stairs. I'll go through those in a minute when I go through my list. But then you had to go down that hallway, and at the other end there was an office that was set up. There was a whole open area, loft area, which is where I found like my smokers and stuff like that. And then there was the other bedroom with a bathroom that was down there, and that was the room that had the Ralph Lauren in it. So this room was cool. This house was quite a lot of stuff, and it was packed, as you saw. So the list of what I took to go there looking for was, I was looking for that Lennox Nativity. That was my number one, because the donkey had sold up to $460 on eBay. Unfortunately, there was not a donkey there. In my head, I thought the other desirable one was a cow, and it wasn't. It was the camel. And I'm thinking there was probably the camel that I had in my hand at $38 is probably the one that's selling for $275. I did a brief search on eBay, and for some reason it was only pulling up about $100, $125. Still not a bad return. I probably should have taken it. That's my regret from this sale. The rest of these pieces, like the Holy Family was selling for $50, they wanted $48. The Angels are selling between $25 and $28. They had one there. I don't think it was that cheap. The Wise Men were $150. I don't know what she had hers there for. So I really probably should have paid attention to my list more, and I didn't, unfortunately. The Charity League pins I had on my list, I told you that, you know, somebody came in and bought all of them, and she got full retail for them, so God bless her on that one. The Shiny Brights we got. There was Lennox. There was a Butterfly Meadow pattern. Those were the pastel color. They were on the kitchen island. I really didn't look at them too much because, again, by that point, when I got to the kitchen, I knew I had a lot of good stuff, and I didn't want to be bothered with that. Those were selling for about $50 for 4 pieces. And we're not talking about like teacups and stuff. I'm talking about like main pieces here. The Stangle fruit, I brought those up, and I think that's how you said it. I showed you those in the kitchen. There was one 30-piece set that sold for $120, which I think was just an anomaly. And then 4 main pieces were selling for about $120. Again, probably not a bad deal, but I didn't want to get wrapped up in all of that. The Mackenzie child was not there that I was going to look for, and there was questionable on that too because there wasn't a lot of comps. It was a beautiful, the one woman in the background said there was a lot of chintz, and that's exactly the term of what a lot of this stuff was. They were pastel mugs with like a rose floral print and a gold on the rim. They were calling it the kids camp. If you look them up, if I can, I'll try and stick one in here. Those were selling for maybe 20. So I wasn't real hot on getting them anyway. The gnome candles were selling for about 25. I did get those for 6. The Santa napkin rings I found were selling for 4 for $30. I think I have 6 in there. I don't think I have 8. I think I have 6. I believe I'm probably going to be able to get 40 to maybe 50. Those I plan to put in the Facebook group so I can avoid commissions to eBay on that one. The smokers, I was finding comparables at 40. Those 2 particular ones, I never did find those specific ones. So that was another reason why I thought I'm putting them back, because I don't have comparables for them. If you're asking what a smoker is, basically it's the same as like an incense burner is my only way to explain it, except my understanding it's more of like a pellet kind of thing that you put into it. And they look a lot like a nutcracker, but my understanding is that you burn these pellets or whatever, and then the smokes come out of the mouth of these, and I guess you get the scent or whatever for that. The coats, I had made myself some notes to look at those because most of those were selling. The North Face that they featured was selling for 50, and the rest were selling between 30 and 50 that they had. Again, I tried to not get involved in the clothes after I saw how much clothes was there. There was a lot of clothes there. There was a wash bowl and pitcher that she showed in a video, and I know those can sell pretty well, but I kind of put that on a back burner too because it looked very large based on the picture, and they're just very cumbersome. The one that she had was sitting on like an end table. It looked enormous, so I didn't even see it. I didn't even ask about it truthfully. The Sylvester cookie jar sells for 50. That was one that it was originally what I was starting to look for and said that she didn't have it priced. But then when I was like, you know what, did I really want to get bothered in packing that up for the $50 when there was other low-hanging fruit? I kind of wrote that one off, truthfully. The Pyrex bowls, she had them marked 140, the Cinderella set. They were in beautiful condition. They would have sold for about 300. Maybe I should have gotten those as well. I know there's groups out there that are on Facebook that would have probably snapped them up in a heartbeat. I just opted to not really want to get bothered and involved in that. There were some Mickey bookends that looked like his Mickey glove pushing on a book that was kind of wonky. And it was a set they sell for 30. I didn't see them there for $30. I wasn't getting really wrapped up in tracking them down. The Cookie Monster cookie jar, I did pick that up. I didn't, unfortunately, I didn't really show it to you, but it is a vintage piece. I made a comment that it looked like it was a handmade project. It really did. It was quite dusty. They only wanted $10 for it. They sell for 50. Again, probably should have been something I looked at and did, but I have to watch the money. There's so much more than expecting to come up this weekend that I really just didn't want to put the money out there, truthfully. The tinsel tree I went through, I did look at it. It wasn't exactly what I expected. The cherry mugs that were in the garage, I had put those on there. Those are selling for about 10 a piece. I probably could have gotten a decent deal from her on those. She didn't have them marked. But again, I just didn't want to get wrapped up in all of that minutia of getting pricing and trying to wrap things up and everything else. A lot of what I was saying, and it was hard to tell, was I was saying how delicate a lot of that glassware and stuff was in that house. So I had to kind of watch the money. So I wound up going with the Annalee dolls that I feel like those are going to be easy to pack. I did a lot of, I think it's going to be 5 or 6 for Thanksgiving. Surprising to me in the retail world how much people do. I thought Thanksgiving kind of got pushed out of the way for Christmas, but people do. I have a 5 to 6 piece set between the Pilgrims and the Indians and the turkey, you know. I think that set I'm probably going to put up for about 140, 150. I probably have maybe $30 wrapped up in that set. I did get a Valentine's set that's going to have at least 3 of them in there. Again, Valentine's Day surprised me in the retail world. I think it's because people are kind of feeling that letdown of putting all the holiday decorations up, that they still want to put some decorations out, so Valentine's is the next holiday. Those I think I'm going to sell for like at least $60. Those I have probably, I think I said $18 wrapped up in. I did pick up quite a few of the Halloween. I'm going to tell you, I did pick up quite a few of the trick-or-treaters that I'm going to line up, but I got the scarecrow and I got the spider because my eye has been trained, and it's something I want to kind of go into a little bit of detail for, is that those trick-or-treaters are different because they all have a different costume on, but in the sense of them being in the same body and the trick-or-treat bag, they were all the same. People that are looking in collectibles are usually looking for the outliers. They're looking for the things that are a little bit different. And what I found in the Annalie dolls for Halloween and the big sellers was like, there was like Frankenstein one, and I forget another one, but they were the anomaly. They didn't look like everything else. That spider looks so different, and the scarecrow looked different. Now, I didn't do the research. I will do the research when I go to list them. If worst case scenario comes down, I list them together as a group. I list them in with the trick-or-treaters, and I'll just pump the lot number of items in the lot up. But I don't think I'm going to do bad with them. You just have to train your eye, like I said, to look for some of the more outrageous but still desirable collectors. And I know that sounds kind of like a riddle. It kind of is, because that's where the money comes in. But, you know, like I said, it's usually those things that are a little bit different, but still in a collector's grouping of stuff that people want. So I also had scheduled today, but I'm not going to do it, was my mentor, in a sense of card making, was doing a sale. She's selling her house where she has this beautiful studio. My friend Pat, God rest her soul, it's been almost a year since she passed, and she took me there many years ago, well over a decade ago. And we were doing card night with like a girls' night out. I started taking some of my friends. It was great. And then COVID hit, and we haven't been able to go and make cards and do girls' night and everything with our, you know, outing, because COVID, she stopped all that, hasn't started again. So now she is downsizing, understanding, getting out of that house and moving into another one. And she was supposed to be doing this big sale today of all of her discontinued product, and I was emailing her because, again, I sell that paper as like a bread and butter item for me, that I wanted to come, and she asked if you wanted anything specific to let her know, and she would put it aside. So I told her I was really interested in Halloween and Christmas papers. Well, in this Amy email that she said she was putting this stuff aside for me for today, she's canceled the sale. So that is 45 minutes from my house to the west. This sale was a half hour to me from the east. I kind of just emailed her, and I need to hear back, was kind of like, can we do this someday, maybe next week? Because this was just going to be a lot of running around. It is now 2 o'clock. I still need to get home. I've been out since, like I said, like 9:45 this morning. I need to get home and get some stuff done. I need to get it listed. And, you know, I need to get to some work in here. I need to list all of this stuff as much as I can. I did make mention that I was listing 3 items a day, and I have in queue now out to the 25th of September. And I just don't think this is going to work for me. I think I'm going to have to bump up those numbers because, one, I need space. I need to recoup some of this money. I was trying to do this so that I could keep the consistency going, because they have found that when you are consistently every day putting listings on your store and eBay, that you will get better ranking and stuff for keywords. But I know I can't do this actively, consistently much longer, which was why I wanted to have a lot of stuff in queue. But I think I'm going to have to just get as much as I can get in, and then when it ends, and I pick up again after the new year. I was trying to make it so I could get listings every day through to the new year, so I wouldn't have a gap, but I think I'm going to have a gap. So today I'm going to go and get everything done that I possibly can. Then tonight I need to get myself prepared, because tomorrow is a big estate sale. Again, this is the one that's like packed to the rafters with stuff. I will do a separate episode for that. So I'm going to get home, get started on all of this, and that is the wrap up for all of the things that happened at that estate sale. I'm hoping you enjoyed the video. I apologize again for the poor video taking. I'm trying to make myself improve with every opportunity here. So I will say bye for now. I would appreciate any comments down below. Was there anything I missed that you think I should have picked up? Please let me know. I'm trying to get as well trained as I can, and I like to pass on my knowledge to you as well. So by all means, I'd appreciate a thumbs up if you got some inspiration out of this, and please subscribe down below. It would help me grow my channel, but it also put my next videos in your feed, so when they're being released, you know I have new episodes out. So I'm going to say bye for now, and tune in for tomorrow's episode when that'll be out. See ya.